approach the start of Game 4.
And remember now, this is only a 5-game series, so this is an elimination game. And I think that anytime a team's season is on the line, well, they've got to play with a sense of urgency. So I think that's exactly what we're going to see here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Washington Nationals.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. Now, he's got light tower power. Make a mistake up in the zone, and you better be prepared to see it leave the yard.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive, has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Left fielder, Ben Zobrist.
Lifted in the air to center. Turner is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Second, left fielder, Jason.
In now, Jason Worth, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a fat strike zone. But I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2.
Yeah, he hasn't shown that he's been able to resist those inside pitches. He may as well just keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing those pitches off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And you can see there, the team of the moment is the Chicago Cubs, as they have already clinched their entry to the NL Championship Series as they sit home and wait for an opponent. Daniel Murphy will get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help anchor this attack, and he's been absent so far.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Lester's ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Number 40 settles into the box for his first chance.
Catcher, number 40.
Gonzalez looks in. First pitch on the way. He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the dirt, or they're going to keep seeing it.
And he chased it in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting 6.
Striding into the box, Addison Russell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7.
Jorge Soler into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Zimmerman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Leading off the inning, Bryce Harper, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. Anthony Rendon steps in now.
Anthony Rendon
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Harper running from first. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
batting 6.
So stepping in, Wilson Ramos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a lay off the fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. In the dirt here. And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and one out. That's just basic execution that's lacking right there.
Hard liner to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Danny Espinoza steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. We'll go now to the top of the third, all tied at 1-1. Javier Baez will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. Coming to the plate now, Dexter Fowler. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Gonzalez comes set, 0-2 on its way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Gio Gonzalez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. In there, no balls and a strike.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a one-out single. Around second. He'll try for third. And he is in there. Jason Ward is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's a disappointing at-bat right there with 1 out. He got it airborne all right, but he winds up hitting it straight up in the air, and as a result, he can't pick up that runner from third base.
Daniel Murphy stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. A little low. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. Through. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Gonzalez steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first-pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Ben Zobrist will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say, it may be about time to start taking a pitch or 2.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
Line towards center field. Turner is there, and they breeze through this. Bryce Harper is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Got him.
Well, he's just putting on a clinic out there right now. Let's check it out on Show Track. Well, these guys are just having all sorts of trouble figuring him out. Strikes out his 6th batter of the game so far.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Number 40 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Turner is in pursuit. 1 away. Addison Russell is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jorge Soler. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whipping left and right. And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet. Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his strength, this ball's going a long way.
Into the box, John Lester.
John Lester.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. That home run a moment ago measured out at 427 feet. Sent on the ground out to second. Murphy's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinosa comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Low for ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Gio Gonzalez.
Lester into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Dexter Fowler.
Bounce to first. Oh, Zimmerman to first. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, made it look easy.
Now batting.
Chris Bryant will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Turner on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Anthony Rizzo will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He pulls this one into right, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Bullet back up the middle. Turner is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Trey Turner will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Jason Worth, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Lester has his target. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, if you want to be considered a strikeout pitcher, you better have a pretty good one of these. You see it here again on Show Track, and this is now 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts so far in the inning.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he lays off for ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here at Nationals Park, Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Number 40 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Gonzalez gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
The batter, shortstop.
Addison Russell will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Into the seats, 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, just a little over-anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Jorge Soler will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Turner ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Javier Baez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Into the box now, John Lester, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. Bryce Harper will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Left side. And he's retired here, 1 away.
the third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
In there, strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Tap foul at home plate. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Oh, and he botches it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Wilson Ramos will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to...
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro
Dexter Fowler will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Ready now, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. There's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. In to score, the runner from second. And a relay home. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So 1 runs across, but the second one is cut down trying to score. Oh! Sean Kelly will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Now batting, number 40.
Stepping in now, number 40, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
3 runs already home here. And another foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Addison Russell will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Lester gets the sign. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. To short, hit hard. Russell's got it. And a rather easy first out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Danny Espinoza will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Ben Revere will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Ben Revere.
And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. One there.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Zobrist moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals leave one. They're down 7-1. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Matt Belisle will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jorge Soler will stand in to try it again, already with one home run of the ball game, and on cue, here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Back goes Harper to the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Javier Baez is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, another pitch that he's right on at the plate. He hasn't been fooled by anything he's seen yet.
This is line to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
His perfect night continues. He's been on base all 4 times. And he's on again here with a solid single.
Standing in now, John Lester, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And Worth is under it now, and there are 2 away here. At the plate, Dexter Fowler. He singled his last time up. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Jason Worth will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Now the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but, you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there, one away.
Now batting.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Hard hit ball to second, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's around first on his way to second now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this is a welcome sight for these guys. It's just the second extra base hit they've had tonight. And it comes at a time when they really need to start stringing some base hits together.
Out in front of it, strike one. Lester sets. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Outside, 2-1.
Yeah, and you've got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field. Because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. On to first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here.
The third baseman, number 6.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rendon. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. And a pickoff throw to third. Runners back.
Keeping him close.
Men on third with 2 down. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Good battle. Count remains full. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fly ball heading for the alley. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 7-2 game. Wilson Ramos will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Liner towards second. And the Cubs are one step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Well, He winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Here now. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 12 hits.